I truly believe success comes from your ability and stems from your ability to communicate. And people say effectively, but the fact is, do people actually get your point? See, we're having this conversation. I'm posting a video, and it's only if you understand what I'm saying and actually go do some of the strategies I suggest, will they actually work for you? So, how does this actually work? Well, in communication, and I'm telling you this because this is an area I struggle with in my career and as a leader. One of my first real leadership roles is because I couldn't connect with my people. And it was more to help them understand, number one, words matter. What words you use can determine a person's perception of your message. The second thing is, depending on who your audience is, so if I'm speaking to my team or if I'm speaking to C-suite executives, well, they're looking for information in a different format. That still carries over to, wait for it, your relationship. So when you're trying to communicate to a young lady or what have you, one of the things that I learned was you don't know all the different experiences this person has had on the other end. Same thing with people you work with. So typically, when you're beginning to try to communicate to a person, oftentimes the most effective way to do it is to dispel things that they may think may come up. So when you're thinking about, hey, I'm going to discuss this hard message, the question is, how can this be interpreted? What could they be thinking? And in that message, after you state what your true message is, you may follow up with what I'm not saying. Have you ever heard somebody say that? What I'm not saying. It's because they identify how it could be interpreted and they want you to get their full message. It's only after you do this through repetition and constantly speaking with people that they begin to understand what your true message intent is, which is they bring the defenses down when they're speaking to you, and so they now more assume positive intent when you're speaking to them and suggesting different things. I know that can be frustrating. I know that can be tiring because you have to go through all these links just to get somebody to understand you, but the effectiveness is people start to do what you like. And I would challenge you, look at the people who actually are successful in the world. They've learned how to communicate effectively. They don't have huge skills. Everything draws back to the communication. If you can communicate effectively in an interview, you'll get the job. It doesn't matter if you have the skill set. CEOs, a lot of them, they don't have grand ideas better than you. They just know how to communicate well for that particular audience. I say all this to say your way of communication is your way to wealth. My name is Jonathan. I want to help you build wealth. Follow me for more.